Hi, I'm Kristina. I'm here at Capital Innovation 2011, and I've just been speaking to Danco, and he's an angel investor coming out of Vermont, doing a lot of investment in, not in Vermont, but in Boston, and now exploring the Quebec market. So welcome to Montreal today.
Thank you.
Now tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Here today or generally?
In general.
Well, I had been an entrepreneur and sold my company, retired in 2009, and my golf game was lousy, and I wanted to do something, and there's nothing more fun than working with entrepreneurs, so I'm happily angel investing right now.
How well do you know the Quebec market?
Not well enough, but what I see is really intriguing. I was very eager to be able to come here and meet people like Ben Yaskovitz from Next Montreal and others. What I see in Montreal is this big community of a lot of college students. More college students than Boston. You think of Boston as a big college town, and Harvard, MIT, but you've got more college students, and you've got all these great programmers and interesting, subsidies from the government trying to jumpstart the system. But I don't see as mature investment heritage, so to speak, for entrepreneurs. And so for me, that's like the perfect combination of less competition for investment dollars and more interesting things to look at. So I'm very excited about the prospect of investing here.
Do you see a big difference between the type of companies you're meeting in Boston and in Montreal so far? In terms of the kind of concepts and ideas that they're looking at, are they very similar?
It's too early, but I'd say it's the same thing. So, I'm sorry. It's more or less the same. IT, healthcare, medtech device. These are the universal, interesting companies to be investing in.
What would you say are the biggest challenges about looking cross-border for yourself?
I think right now it is trying to understand the cultural differences. For me, I'm not very strong in French. My wife and kids are all bilingue.
Right.
But to try to understand who are the people I want to trust and piggyback on, and who are the really good investors that I want to meet and be guided by as they introduce me to companies.
And what do you see the future of your investment opportunities in doing so? What are your goals?
Well, any investor hopes not to lose money.
Right, definitely.
My personal goal was, as a loyal Vermonter, I'd like to see Vermont become this intersection between Boston and Montreal. Right. And there should be, and there is, I think, increasing a sort of a corridor going back and forth, and that's why there are the various angels coming up from New England and VCs and lawyers to come here to Montreal to study the scene. And I hope Vermont, being central between the two, can help translate, so to speak.
And speaking of Vermont, I hear you know Ben and Jerry. So do you think you can get us some ice cream?
Ice cream we can handle. That you don't need an invitation, but they are interesting characters.
Great. Thanks so much, Ty. I really appreciate
My
your
pleasure.
time.
Thank you.
Enjoy your evening.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.